Man, what's going on, everybody? What's popping off? It's your boy Esper. How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Me, I'm doing good, man. We are on the horizon of Final Fantasy VII Remake. We are almost here. At the time of recording this video, we have 7 days officially until this game drops, and I'm super excited. Like I said before in my last video, I will be streaming this game at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, April 9th. I'm not fucking around with a physical copy right now for the game. I want to play it right at 9. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that with Persona, I didn't get to play it on release, and I was waiting like 2 days after, and it bugged me. So we're getting it digital. In this video, I don't have any news or nothing like that to report, but I do want to talk about something that I think is interesting. Now, as you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake, they have said that it's going to be multiple games. They have said, yes, it is multiple games, it is multiple installments, it's episodic. That's the word that they've been using. It's episodic. Now, the idea what I want to bring up is that what if it's not separate games that they do, but Square Enix just does DLC for these? So what I'm pretty much saying is, what if Final Fantasy VII Remake has DLC for it, and that comes in these episodic games, quote unquote, like they say. So for example, we have this game coming out, which you could say is part 1 for it. Now when part 2 comes out for this game, I think a lot of people, even myself included, think that Square Enix will probably go in the direction of a whole other separate game. Out here where I live in the States, it is $60, so we think it will go for a full price game. But I want to bring up something. What if it is just DLC? What if it's not another $60 game and it could just be like a $20 expansion pack, and it gives us the next part of it? Now, some of the issues that could arise from this is that Square Enix could put out way more of these DLCs than they could games. Because if they do this and break it up into DLCs, they could do DLC 1, DLC 2, DLC 3, DLC 4, and they can sell it at smaller prices but sell more of them, and we could end up spending more money unless it was a full price game. I don't know how the game industry works, so I'm not confirming anything. I'm not a big game head. I'm just telling you my thoughts, theories, and trying to have the discussion. Because if we're going for another full price game, I personally would want Square Enix to only do about maybe 2 of them, 3 at most, because if it gets to 4, I don't want to spend $60 each time Square Enix comes out with each of these games. That's just too much for me. Like, obviously I'm gonna get it because I'm a Final Fantasy VII fan, but I don't think I would like that too much. Now, I do agree with Square Enix's decision on making the game multiple discs so they don't have to cut anything out, make everything as similar as it is to the original while adding new things. I agree with that 100%. I don't think it will take 4 games to do that, 4 separate games. Now, that's where maybe the DLC could come in. Now, what if they made 2 big ass DLC packs? Now we know with The Witcher, what CD Projekt Red did is that they came out with 2 big expansion packs for The Witcher. There was a bunch of other free DLC, which we'll get into in a bit, but they came out with 2 big expansion packs for The Witcher, which both of those combined are just as long as The Witcher 2, I think, if not longer. Now Square Enix, I think if they went this route, a lot of people would be pleased if they did this. It's Final Fantasy VII. I think profit wouldn't be an issue because people are gonna buy it because it's FF7. It could be cheaper. They could sell it for maybe $15 per DLC, and if they give us 2 big ones, that's $30 right there. It could be half the price. Or even if Square Enix does it, they could do 2 DLCs for $30, which makes it, boom, 2 DLCs, that's $60, that's a full price game. Now, once again, I'm gonna say, I don't know how the game industry works. I don't know how the profit's gonna work, how the planning and the development is and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. But I do really think if they did this, they would get their profit back, because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's about money. It's still a business. They have to make profit, and I think that this way would give them their profit. Now, obviously, I think doing the multiple games would give them their profit too, but this way they get their profit, and I guess not as many enraged people, because there's still people really upset that this game is multiple games. And I understand the frustration, right? No one wants to pay $60 for pretty much more of the game. No one wants to feel like they're getting half of the game. I get that. I understand, and I sympathize with you guys that are angry with that. Because even me, if it hits 4 games, I'm gonna start to feel upset at that. Now, if it's 3, I'll be okay. If it's 3 games, I'll be okay. Cool. That's fine. Another thing we have to factor in with this being multiple games is that people are mad that they're spending $60 on part 1 and then might have to wait God knows how long until part 2. I know Square Enix came out and said that they're working on part 2 right now, but that doesn't mean anything. We don't know when we'll get that game. So people could be playing FF7, beat the part 1, and have to wait years until they get the part 2 to finish their beloved game that they love so much and want to experience. So I'm very curious on how Square Enix is gonna handle this, though I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with the multiple games. I'm pretty sure, because they keep saying episodic, which made me come up with this video topic to be like, okay, what if they're saying episodic in different games, but they really just mean lengthy DLCs? But thinking about it, that just doesn't seem likely. That doesn't seem to be the case of what's going on. But I think it's an interesting topic to talk about and bring up amongst the Final Fantasy VII community. You know, how do you guys feel about DLC being the rest of the game, or how do you guys feel about a separate game being the rest of the game? Because even then with the DLC, maybe they might have to rush things too, because they could be on a more strict time to finish the said DLC. And with DLC, people hate DLC too, so it might just be a lose-lose for Square Enix either way. There's a lot of people who do not like DLC. Me, I don't mind DLC if it's done properly. Again, like I said, CD Projekt Red, I think did DLC beautifully. I love the way they did DLC. I think Horizon Zero Dawn did DLC very well too. Horizon Zero Dawn, if you guys aren't familiar, they came out with the game. Game did great, sold well. Guys, you want more of the game? We're gonna make DLC for you. They didn't even have DLC planned when it came out, so that's a couple ways they could do it, but I don't know. Square Enix, I have faith that you'll make the right decision. Like I said, for me personally, don't make this 5 trillion different games. At the most, do it 3. The original was 3 discs, 3 games. I'm cool with that. Later on after, come out with an Ultimate Edition that encompasses all of them. If you're gonna do DLC, do 2 big DLC expansion packs. Don't give me 5 trillion DLCs either. We just don't want to feel like we are being used as a money grab, especially for our beloved Final Fantasy VII. But anyways, that's the video. I just wanted to talk about that, share my thoughts on that, and give my ideas on it. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about that. Would you rather it be the DLC, or would you rather it be the separate games? If you like the video, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. 2020 is the year of JayEsper. If you guys want to see more Final Fantasy VII content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because more of it is coming and we are almost here. So don't forget, live stream coming up April 9th, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, keep it locked. Have a good one. Peace.